You don't have to make a motion for that.
Call the order.
You're doing good.
The first thing on the agenda.
Roll call. Roll call.
Roll call. Okay.
Lindsay Paxton is absent. Matthew Jackson is absent. Laz Castillo,
Here.
Valerie Green,
Here.
and Mike Mason.
Here.
So noted.
Need to approve the minutes from last meeting.
They were sent to everyone via email.
Yeah. I move that we approve the minutes from the last meeting. And I second that. Yeah.
You put to vote?
Aye.
Aye. Okay.
Motion carried.
Next on the agenda is certification of the fire entry level examination list.
You don't have a copy of this.
No. Thank you. Thank you, Chief.
We administered entry-level written exam and physical agility a few weeks ago. We're just asking to get this list certified.
All of these on here are certifiable.
Yes, yes.
I move that we approve the fire department entry level list. I second that. Aye.
Thank you.
Next up is certification of police entry level exam.
The police department gave 5 different exams in the month of October, ranging in dates and times. What you see in front of you is a list of the ones that passed that test, the written and the physical, that is also integrated with ones from previous lists that are still on there for the year.
Make a motion to approve the police entry level examination list. A second. Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Our next on the agenda will be a public hearing to discuss the changes to the Civil Service Commission rules and regulations to comply with changes to the state statutes.
Commission have a copy of the proposed rule changes? Okay. So just to be clear, these are not, with one exception, these are not changes necessarily to the law. 1451-301 establishes the minimum qualifications for appointment and promotion to police department and fire department in cities that have adopted a civil service. And the existing rules reflected that, but they reflected it from about 20 years ago. So since 1987, civil service law has changed or been amended 20 times. And the most recent for the police department, for example, eliminated the minimum qualifications that had existed and instead replaced it with the minimum qualifications for appointment as a police officer to police department as established by the Arkansas Commission on Law Enforcement Standards and Training. So, which has a list of the minimum ages and all the other qualifications. My suggestion is to simply have the rule changed to reflect the law, which the law is what's in effect anyway, but this would just make it consistent. And the way the police department minimum qualifications are worded, it would, if it's been amended 20 times in the last 30 years, it's probably going to be amended 20 more times in the next 30 years. This would mean the commission would have to keep coming back every legislative session and figuring out what the legislature changed and what they didn't change. This would simply say, whatever the law establishes, you would follow the law. So that's for the police department. With regard to fire, it's the same thing. If you'll see, the minimum qualifications are still in there. The only thing that the commission would need to take up regarding fire department is in 2019, the Arkansas legislature changed the law, I know, shocking, with regard to appointment to fire department to establish a minimum age of 18 years of age. The change in the law in 2019 also, though, gives the commissions the authority to set 21 as a minimum age if it chooses to. And I think Chief Winter wanted to be heard on that, on the minimum age. Because I don't have authority to ask for minimum age, just advise.
Yes, when this rule change came out, I believe it was 2019?
2019.
Yes, we discussed it with the previous commission, and we felt it would be in the best interest for us to keep the hiring age at a minimum of 21 as opposed to reducing it to 18. And that is legal, is my understanding. We can keep 21, and so we're asking to keep that as the minimum age requirement.
Yeah, I think it had been brought up to the prior commission, but they just hadn't voted on it. And they hadn't, as you'll see from the existing regulations, it's dated 2018, so I think it was presented, but it just wasn't voted on. We just got a better commission nowadays.
Oh, thank you. Make a motion to approve the changes.
I second the motion to make the changes to reflect the law and to keep the fire minimum age for the applicants to join the fire department to 21.
Vote.
Aye.
Aye. Civil Service Commission's approved the changes to the new regulations. Do we have any new business? Make a motion to conclude our meeting for today.
Move that we adjourn.
I second that.
Vote.
Aye.
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 Thank you, guys.